Hi, and thank you for watching. On today's video,
we're going to talk to you about Pioneer's new DEH X6900BT. So stay tuned. Today we have the 6900, which is the replacement for the 6800, and they updated it nicely. They gave it the things that, because last year they had two 6800s, which made no sense. So they took those away, and we just have this guy here, and it's exciting. So let's go ahead and open this thing up and take a look at it. Love the long intros. Remote control. Microphone.
Power plug.
Power plug. And bag of screws. Owner's manual.
Okay, never mind. There you go.
Warranty card.
Don't forget that.
Wouldn't dream of it. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and set this up and take a look at the back. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. We have 6-channel 2-volt preamp output. This is one of those upgrades. It has rear, front, and subwoofer. We have the steering wheel control input, as well as the Bluetooth mic input, power plug, and your FM antenna. So when you first get the unit, it's going to ask you to set it up. So we have the clock, hour, minute, and then speaker mode. This is new for these radios this year. These now have standard or network mode. So you're going to select enter. Standard mode is going to be what 99% of you guys want, which is front, rear, sub. If you scroll the dial, you're going to see network mode. Network mode turns this into a 3-way active crossover so that your front outputs are going to be tweeter. Your rear outputs will be mid-range with an adjustable crossover for both top and bottom of the mid-range. And then, of course, the rear or the subwoofer is still subwoofer. Now, there's no rear output in network mode, as well as the Bluetooth changes its output and only comes out of the mid-range. So if any of you guys run into problems where you can't get Bluetooth or you're hearing some funny stuff going on, chances are good you have it in network mode and it should be in standard mode. If you need to get it back to network mode, or back to standard mode I should say, you do have to restore the radio, which we will show you where that's at. So we're going to select standard. Go ahead and select yes. And then it's going to ask you to quit. Now this unit does have Pioneer's new advanced Bluetooth. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that first. We're going to go ahead and come in here. We're going to select system. Select enter. There's your clock set again. Beep tone on and off. Information display. Dot display. Aux on. Demo off. We're going to go ahead and shut that off. Yes. Demo is now off. Hit the back arrow. Bluetooth audio on, Spotify on, Bluetooth memory clear. Phone connection. This is important. I don't know why they didn't put it in the main menu. So we're going to go ahead and select this. You have to tell it what type of phone you have. Default is iPhone. So we'll select enter. And it is wired. So if you have an iPhone and you want to plug it into the one and only USB located here on the front, go ahead and leave it as wired. But they give you the option to do Bluetooth. This is something that comes on this radio that does not come on the radios lower than this. So we'll go ahead and select Bluetooth. Actually, we're going to hit the back arrow. So you also have the option to do Android, and Android will allow you to do wired or Bluetooth as well. So we'll go back and we will select iPhone, and we will select Bluetooth. And we'll hit the back arrow. USB auto on, clock set, so we've gone through all those settings. Now let's go ahead and get out of here. So we'll hit the SRC, which is the source button. If you notice so far, the display has been going crazy. This does have the 210,000 color display screen. So if you go into menu again and select illumination, select color, select key or display. We'll select display. You can select custom as well as any color you like. We're going to go ahead and put it on white for right now. You can do both. Back arrow. So now we'll go ahead and we're on FM. This does have 18 FM, 6 AM, along with the Super Tuner 3D FM tuner. select source, it's going to take you to Pandora. Pandora is coming from your smartphone. So if you have a Pandora app on your phone, it'll go ahead and launch that. If you hit it again, it's going to take you to Spotify. The reason why they have Spotify off in the menu is because it's not as popular as Pandora, and if you don't want to have to cycle through it, you can go ahead and turn that off. You have app control. App control is for Pioneer's new ARC app, which we'll be showing you in a second. You have aux, which is located right here on the front of the radio. You have Bluetooth audio. You can select Bluetooth audio for any source you want to listen to other than Pandora or Spotify. So if you're something like Slacker or SoundCloud or something like that, you can play those through the regular old Bluetooth audio. And then it cycles back around for radio. Now, if you do have an iPhone and you would like to pair it to the radio without having to do anything too difficult, go ahead and before you set it up and do the smartphone settings, which we will back out of here real quick. When it's still set for wired, if you take and plug in your iPhone, like so, it'll go ahead and do auto pair. It'll go ahead and launch it as an iPod. So it'll go ahead and show you these numbers on the screen. Select yes. And now your Bluetooth is paired. So you can go ahead and unplug your device. You can go back into your menu and repeat the smartphone setup. So carrying over from last year with these radios is Pioneer's ARC app, which is what gives you the ability to control your phone, your radio from your phone, I should say. So you can come over here and select music from the phone. You can scroll down. You can pick a playlist. You can pick a song. You can track over. If you put two fingers on it, it'll go ahead and turn the volume up and down. Now the really cool feature built into this, as well as this radio, is this radio, because it is the more advanced radio, does have the 13-band EQ, which can be set from the radio or from the app itself. You can go in, you can adjust the EQ simply by touching. You can come over here and turn up and down your subwoofer control. You can adjust the fade. Here's all your preset EQ settings right here, as well as your custom 1 and custom 2. If you scroll up, you have your bass boost loudness control. And you can come over here and do your advanced settings, which is where your crossover is going to be. Now these are also accessible here in the main menu. If you select audio, you can go in and here's your EQ. You have your custom 1 if you go in. Now this is a 13-band EQ, as well as you have plus or minus 6 dBs of adjustment. Balance fader, subwoofer on and off, crossover. Now these also, because this is the more advanced, this is going to have seat positioning. You can tell it where you're sitting in the car. You're also going to have time alignment, so you can go in and adjust the time alignment for each speaker. This unit also has save settings, which is very convenient because if you've spent the time to set this radio up, the last thing you want to do is disconnect the battery and lose all your settings. That could stink. Bass boost, loudness, auto level control. This is also an advanced setting. What this is nice for is if you are listening to music over Bluetooth and it's from a device that is pre-recorded, and the music is at different levels, you can go in and select auto level control. You have basically two levels, mode 1 and mode 2. And what it'll do is help to adjust the volume so that you don't have quite a... It lowers the volume or raises the volume to make the music kind of all play at the same level. It's a very nice little tool to have built into the radio, especially if you have a large eclectic music library. SLA is source level adjust. This allows you to go in and adjust the source that you're currently listening to's level of volume. So if you're listening to Bluetooth and the Bluetooth is quiet and you have your phone turned all the way up and you go to FM and it's blasting you out of the car, you can go into the SLA, hit select, and turn that up so that the Bluetooth volume is more similar to that of the FM, which will compensate for a phone that doesn't have a really hot output. You can do that on any of the sources other than FM, so CD, USB, auxiliary, or Bluetooth. So we've done a lot of talking about Bluetooth as far as music goes, which has almost eclipsed the fact that this does hands-free calling as well with Pioneer's wideband speech recognition. So the wideband speech recognition, tongue twister, allows it to have better, crisper, cleaner speech, so when you're talking, people don't think you're driving around in a tin can, or you're a mile away from your microphone. In that, it also has wireless hands-free voice, also known as Siri Eyes-Free, or for you Android guys, just simply voice. So if you hold the phone icon, which is located right here, call Fernando Lopez.
No,
Calling Fernando Lopez.
Now, Siri Eyes-Free will allow you to do things like reply to text messages. So if you're driving, you get a text message, you can press and hold her and say, read me back my last text message. So it's a real handy service to have, especially for those drivers that like to read their phone and do all that crap while they're driving. Really annoying. So safety feature included. Bonus. Can you think of anything else we need to talk about?
Bluetooth hands-free, Spotify.
Let me check my notes. 50 watts by 4.
6 channels.
Super Tuner 3. Full detachable face. That brings this one to a close. So
Thank you for watching. You guys can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
if you have any questions about this unit, feel free to ask. If you like our videos, please subscribe. Otherwise, you guys have a great night, and we will see you later next time. Bye.